Wonderful.
Hey! And a family of forest animals overcome their
Another great day for baseball as the breeze is blowing out. Welcome to 3Com Park. Welcome to Sports Channel. This is the final game of this short two-game series between the Dodgers and the Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper along with my partner, Mike Krukow. I know for sure that Mike Krukow didn't sleep last night. What a great ball game to do as broadcasters and to watch as fans. And Mike, with only 10 games left in the season for the Giants, just another big game, and again, it happens to be against the Dodgers.
You really can't get any better than this. We said that last night. Well, here we are again today. 10 games left. The two best teams in the National League West they're only separated by one game. And what are they doing? They're playing for the marbles today. Tom Candiotti 3-9 lifetime against the Giants, but don't let that fool you. He's been throwing very well. He'll face Terry Mulholland. Mulholland 8-6 with a 2.06 lifetime ERA against the Dodgers. He's throwing very well. It's going to be another pitching duel.
And a big carryover from last night into the crowd that has already filed into this ballpark this afternoon. We'll have the starting lineups in the first pitch right after this.
Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets, all white meat seasoned with peppers and savory spices.
So cool. I mean hot.
Wendy's classic frosty made with rich cream and 100% real cocoa.
So hot. I mean cool.
Each only 99 cents for a short time.
So nice.
I kind of thought to myself, full mascot panda suit, that would look pretty neat. I was watching the games and no one was really doing it.
That is genius.
It was the 5th inning. The panda hit a home run right to the panda.
Out of here!
And right around the 7th inning, we realized that Sanchez was doing something pretty important.
Jonathan Sanchez has thrown a no-hitter.
I showed up to Momo's. I did a little bartending, and Sanchez showed up. It was a lot of fun.
So here are the keys. Congratulations, it's officially yours. I'm sure you'll have many happy years here. Except for you, because you'll be gone 3 years from now, struck down by the same disease that got your father. So you won't be around for them. And sadly, it could have been detected early with a simple test, but you didn't have it. Okay, who wants to check out the backyard?
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
To a rousing applause, the Giants took the field about 15 seconds ago as Barry Bonds letting everyone know we need to hear it from you this afternoon, and you can be assured that the Giants will hear it from their fans. Dusty Baker checking out the lineup cards, and the lineup card written out by Bill Russell, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Leading off will be Eric Young, followed by Otis Nixon. Mike Piazza hitting third. The cleanup hitter Eric Karros. Raul Mondesi will bat 5th. Hitting 6th is Todd Zeal. Batting 7th is Darren Lewis. Hitting 8th is Juan Castro. And pitching and batting 9th is Tom Candiotti.
Defensively for the Giants, Bonds, Hamilton, and Hill in the outfield. Miller, Vizcaino, Kenton, Snow around the infield. Brian Johnson behind the plate. And Terry Mulholland will go for the Giants today. And this is what he has wanted all along. He wants to get in that starting rotation. He's always been a starter. He has pitched beautifully for the Giants out of the bullpen, but this is where he wants to make his contribution. He has been chomping at the bit to get in and make his presence felt on this stretch drive for the Giants, and today he has his chance. 8-6 lifetime against the Dodgers, 2.06 ERA.
So Terry Mulholland trying to make his mark during this stretch run. Kirk Reeder last night, boy, what a job he did. 7 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and he did it with a lot of guts. Yeah, here's Eric Young to step in and lead off this ball game, although Charlie Williams is asking for time. Bonds is trying to explain something to Charlie Williams. I don't know if there's a light or a reflection or. And he's pointing to Charlie Williams is just to say, where he's looking back towards. Anyway, I have a feeling Charlie Williams is saying, well, whatever the distraction is for Bonds, we can't help you out. So it's not a banner or a poster. Maybe that one of the luxury suites windows are closed and he's getting a reflection. That's the reflection that you will see. Bond says I'll have to deal with it. All right, here's Young batting .279 with 7 home runs, 59 RBIs, and the first pitch of the ball game misses inside 1-0. So this game starting at 12:37. Mulholland, who likes to work quickly, comes back, and now it's a ball and a strike.
Of all the Dodgers who will face Mulholland today in the starting lineup, Eric Young has had the best history, 7 for 16 lifetime with a home run.
And he hammers this one off his foot, and it's 1-2. Young has scored 100 runs this year. Of course, most of those runs being scored as a Colorado Rocky. Young tries to walk it off. Mark Hirschbeck calling balls and strikes. Brian Gorman at first base. Charlie Williams at second and Bruce Fleming at third, and the umpires have their gear back. Going to foul straight back. A good cut by Eric Young. Still 1-2.
When Eric Young first came to the big leagues, he was always thought of as a very offensive player and not a good defensive player, but that's not the case anymore. He has really worked hard to upgrade his game in the field. And defensively, he's done a great job for the Dodgers since coming over.
He goes around, 1 down.
Good curveball from Terry Mulholland. Kite. Always like to get your breaking ball established in this manner early in the game. Throwing a perfect position down, and Eric Young just cannot hold up. Watch it just stay beneath the strike zone.
Young still limping. Here's Otis Nixon taking all the way, and the pitch is outside. 1-0. Nixon 289 with 13 RBIs, 0 in the home run column. Popped up out of play.
Eric Young trying to walk off that ding he got, and he fouled the ball off into his left ankle. Stay with you for a few innings. Now, Otis Nixon's a pain. When you pitch against Otis Nixon, he's always moving around the box.
There's the bunt foul.
Dodgers have 2 of the best bunters in all of baseball on one club. Otis Nixon and Brett Butler. Hands down. Anthony Lofton, I think, is the other great bunter who could be included in the same threesome.
Yeah, that's a good one. There aren't many that are better than that. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's away.
A little flinch from Mark Hirschbeck, the plate umpire. Pitch just missed. Watch Hirschbeck. This ball going outside. Try a little paralysis.
Hits it to left field. Bonds having trouble with it, is at the wall. He leaps, and it is gone. 1-0.
Off the unlikely bat of Otis Nixon, his first home run of the year. And Bonds very frustrated. Never saw the ball going back to the wall.
So 1-0 on the home run by Nixon. And for the first time in this series, the Dodgers have the lead.
Now, we've always said when there's no wind at 3-Com Park, it is a hitter's ballpark. And right now the flags are blowing straight down.
Here's Piazza. Piazza hitting .355 with 36 home runs, 111 RBIs, and he took an 0 for 4 last night. Broken bat down the right field line and out of play.
But the only comfort that Bonds is going to have is knowing that Darren Lewis, the left fielder for the Dodgers, is going to have the same problem. Fastball. Bonds going back, and you can see right in the sun. Normally, if he gets a chance to see that ball, he may have had a chance to catch it.
Yep, I agree with you. If he gets back to the wall like he would usually do, he'll climb that wall and at least come closer than he did. So it's a ball and a strike to Mike Piazza. And Mulholland deals, and that is inside. 2 balls and a strike with Eric Karros on deck. The only run for the Dodgers last night, a solo home run from Raul Mondesi.
Was there a worse feeling for a defensive player to look up in the sky and not see the ball, knowing it's coming at you?
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to Vizcaíno. And that will be out number 2. Boy, you're right. You know it's coming in your direction, and what a helpless feeling. Here's Eric Karros.
A little frustration from Terry Mulholland's part. You know, you just don't feel that Otis Nixon is a likely candidate to take you out of the ballpark. So you bite off a little more of the strike zone because you don't want to walk him. And bang, Otis burned him.
Karros swings and misses 0-1. You know, last night the Giants against Piazza, Karros, and Mondesi. 1 for 9, and that's hit off the end of the bat, but into center field. A hit for Karros, bringing up Mondesi. Mondesi with his 27th home run last night, hitting .307 with 82 RBIs. Mondesi 5 for 15 with a home run against Mulholland. Very aggressive. He likes to swing the bat, and he also likes the first pitch, and he takes this one low and in.
It's really a gap-to-gap hitter. I mean, you've got to play him straight up. Great power to all fields. And I've never seen this guy play anything in any game where he doesn't give 100% on every ball hit. Balls come back to the pitcher's pop-ups. He plays the game the way it's supposed to be played.
Hits it on the ground to Miller. He stays with it and throws him out. So Mondesi hits it sharply to Miller at third, and the Dodgers strand one, but they do come up with a home run from Otis Nixon after 1/2 inning Dodgers 1, Giants nothing.
At Big O Tires, you'll find great tire brands, a team, a local owner, and a network of folks backing you up with a great national warranty. With 3 years of free roadside assistance, road hazard protection, flat repair, and more on Big O brand tires. And don't forget Big O for auto service too, like brakes, alignments, shocks, and more. If your car needs it, we've got it at Big O Tires. We're ready to get to work right now. So stop by and see us today. Call 1-800-NEW-TIRE to find the location nearest you.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
Attention computer shoppers with past credit problems. If you've had past credit problems and want to make a change, call now. All you need is an active checking account and you're approved for our program. Bankruptcy, liens, divorce, or job loss, it doesn't matter. You're approved. We'll get you that new computer you always wanted and report on your credit so you can start to get it back on track. Call now and with your paid order, we'll add a free color printer, free MP3 music player, and a free LCD TV. You heard right. Free printer, free MP3 player, and a free LCD TV. Call now and tell us where you want your brand new computer and free gift shipped today.
For the Giants, their lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Darryl Hamilton will lead it off, followed by Bill Miller. Hitting third is Barry Bonds. Glenn Allen Hill will be the cleanup hitter. Jeff Kent hits fifth in this game. Hitting sixth is J.T. Snow. Jose Vizcaína will bat seventh. Brian Johnson will bat eighth, and pitching and batting ninth is Terry Mulholland.
Defensively for the Dodgers today, Lewis, Nixon, and Mondesi in the outfield. Zeal, Castro, Young, and Karros in the infield. Mike Piazza behind the plate and on the mound for the Dodgers. Right-hand veteran, 40-year-old Tom Candiotti. I tell you, he's been around a long time, Kai, but you know you've been around a long time when you have your own website. www.tomcandiotti.com. 10-6 on the year for the Dodgers. He's really done a great job for him. First out of the bullpen, and then when Ramon Martinez went on the shelf with an arm injury, he got promoted to the rotation, and he has really pitched some tough games for the Dodgers. 3 of 9 live time, as we mentioned earlier, against the Giants. But it's never an easy assignment going against Candiotti. His knuckleballer is extremely slow, and it will drop straight down, but he has an assortment of breaking balls that he'll throw in there with the knuckleball.
Now Lewis will battle the same problems that Barry Bonds fought with. So here's Hamilton hitting .263 with 4 home runs, 35 RBIs. And Candiotti to the plate, and Hamilton takes low.
Candiotti's last start against Houston, he had 4 hits batsmen. That tied a major league record.
A strike. Hamilton 4 for 14 against Candiotti, and the defense plays him straight away with Zeal close at third. And a chopper foul, and it's 1-2.
One of the philosophies that a lot of the hitters will employ against a knuckleball pitcher is try and make the ball start out high around your chest. It'll drop in the strike zone. But with Candiotti, that's not always true because he throws it so slowly that it'll start out high, and when you think it's going to drop waist high, it ends up down below your knees.
Pop up. Castro behind third makes the catch. 1 down. And that'll bring up Bill Miller. Bill Miller hitting .291 with 7 home runs, 44 RBIs. Miller got into the game on a double switch last night and went 1 for 1. 2 for 4 lifetime against Candiotti, and he hits a shot into center field. Nixon coming in, and he'll make the catch. Miller hit it where it started to hang up a little bit, and with 2 outs, that'll bring to the plate Barry Bonds. Now Bonds has had some success against Candiotti, but the interesting note about Bonds as he's got 16 hits in 50 at-bats, no home runs. And it's up high to Bonds, 1-0. 11 walks, 9 strikeouts against the knuckleballer. And a strike. Bonds hit home run number 34 in the first inning last night. And that pitch misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. And this is what it looked like last night. It was a bomb. Bonds hits a shot. That could be up the alley. Mondesi knocks it down, and then it rolls by everybody. Bonds is on his horse, and he will have a triple. And before Candiotti could even get back on the mound, Hill is in the batter's box.
Well, he went with what looked like a little slider, a little cutter. It was not a knuckleball. It was out over the plate and up, and Bonds rifles it into the gap. Ball hits the short end grass in the gap, spurts all the way to the wall, hits off the glove of Mondesi, and it's going to be ruled a straight triple for Bonds.
Now here's Hill. And that knuckleball batted at by Piazza, and it's up high. Now Glenallen Hill is in the lineup because he's 11 for 27 with 4 home runs against Candiotti. Pressure now on Piazza with Bonds at third. And that misses to make it 2-0. Glenallen Hill.
Candiotti knows the history, believe me. When a guy has that kind of success against you, he's one of the guys you think about 4 days before the start.
Ground ball, center field, base hit. This game is tied. And it came on a 3-0 pitch.
And very quickly the crowd gets into this one.
So Hill comes through, and that'll bring up Jeff Kent. Kent batting .246, but what a year. 28 home runs, 112 RBIs. 10 for 38 against Candiotti with a home run. A 2-out triple and a 2-out single. Bonds and Hill. And that pitch is a strike.
Talking to Jeff Kent about his night last night. He had 4 strikeouts. So man, I don't care. It's an out's an out. I'll come out today and I'm going to focus on what I have to do to beat Candiotti. Last night's history.
Oh, 0-1 to Kent. Hill, who can steal a bag, is at first. He does not go, and a swing and a miss by Kent, and it's 0-2. A bluff by Hill. Everyone thought he was off and rolling. Candiotti will throw to first. Last night, 50,921 was your paid attendance. It was a sellout. Pitch out, and Hill kind of walked off the bag and had to hustle back. So the knuckleballer. Take a look at the signs from Piazza.
Knuckleball.
Hill goes outside. Here's the throw wide. Hill with a stolen base. His 5th of the year. Well, if the Giants get some base runners, you might see Dusty Baker sending them along.
That's the problem when you throw 62 miles per hour. Last pitch 61.
Kent now will have to battle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knuckleballer hit high to left field. Lewis battling the sun, and he will make the catch to retire the side. 1 run and a pair of hits. 1 left. We'll head to the 2nd inning. 1-1 tie.
BACCALAUREATE, baccalaureate.
Correct.
Since this competition has been continuing for 48 hours and we have yet to eliminate anyone, it is the decision of this board to declare all 20 contestants winners. You have all competed admirably.
Admirably. ADMIRABLY. Admirably.
AT&T is making high-speed internet affordable for only $14.95 a month with select services. AT&T. Rethink possible.
Ever wonder who's searching for you?
I have 7 people searching for me? 7?
Go to mylife.com, the internet's leading people search site. Just type in your name and see if someone is searching for you for free.
Could be an old boyfriend.
At mylife.com, there are millions of unclaimed messages. You could have messages waiting for you right now. Go to mylife.com, type in your name, and see if someone is searching for you right now for free.
The Niners are playing football, not the blame game. I'm Damon Andrews with this Sports Flash. Following the Niners' disappointing 31-6 loss to Seahawks on Sunday, Alex Smith said today that everyone played a part in the deflating season opener.
I think it's pretty clear we all had a hand in it. I don't think you can look at the tape, the game yesterday, and say that there were any standouts by any means. We all had a hand on this.
Zeal in a 1-1 tie. And Zeal hits it sharply on the ground. Vizcaino can't flag it down, and Zeal has a base hit. 18th hit lifetime for Todd Zeal against Terry Mulholland. And that'll bring up Darren Lewis. One for 3 last night for D. Lou.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Bill Russell play for 1 run early in the game.
See if Lewis is going to bunt. And he takes it inside. There's Joey Amalfitano with the signs.
Lewis, not a great reputation offensively, but he's done a great job for the Dodgers, hitting 292.
I'll tell you what Dusty Baker used to do a lot with Darren Lewis was use the hit and run. The natural swing to hit the ball to right field. The gap with Kent shading Lewis towards the bag at second. And that misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 to Darren Lewis. Juan Castro on deck in a 1-1 ball game with Zeal at first base and nobody out. This is the top of the 2nd inning. And that pitch is high. 3-0.
Mulholland's fastball has been right around 90, 89.
A strike. Mulholland's last start against the Cardinals here at 3Com, he struck out 8. And it was the most since he struck out that many against Kansas City in 1993.
He gets that curveball working. That's a great strikeout pitch for him, and he's had a good curveball since coming over. It's the one pitch his last time with the Giants. He never really had that pitch. Had elbow surgery in the middle of the season. He got his arm straight back last year. That elasticity in your elbow that you need. Had a good season. Wound up with the Cubs this year.
Double play ball. Vizcaino right by the bag. 2 down. So Mulholland gets the double play. There's Lewis, chopped it right over the mound.
And that's the beauty of Terry Mulholland. He has got a natural little sink that'll run away from a right-handed hitter. It's a lot of ground balls. Right out of the plate, he's not going to walk him. He challenges Lewis, but the natural movement gets the ground ball. And an easy pair for Vizcaino and Snow.
And that'll bring up Juan Castro. And he hammers this right at the plate, foul. Castro is hitting 134. Probably not fair unless we tell you what he's done. He's 9 for 67. And it's 0-2.
Threw that ball right by him. 92 miles per hour. So Mulholland reached deep into his grouch bag to pull out that fastball. That was a good one.
Oh, that one got away from Mulholland. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chopper foul. Yeah, I think we talked about it last night, but over the last month, it's amazing how many times our eyes will go to the scoreboard. Didn't do it one time last night. Got him. Strike 3 call to end the inning. So the leadoff single does not hurt Mulholland. Home half of the second coming up. It'll be J.T. Snow. 1-1 tie.
I like to play soccer, and maybe I'll get 5,000 women that like to play soccer. Fantastic, but so what? With eHarmony, everything's so to the core. I think you stand a much better chance of meeting someone you really connect with.
Review your matches for free at eHarmony.com.
For the millions living with COPD, breathing becomes a real struggle. COPD stands for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, but you may have heard of it as chronic bronchitis or emphysema. Over time, it makes it harder and harder to breathe until you feel like you're breathing through a straw. COPD is the 4th leading cause of death in the U.S. It kills 1 person every 4 minutes, and it took my grandmother. An estimated 24 million Americans are affected, but as many as half of them don't even know it. It's a race against time to spread the word about this serious disease. If you're over 35 and have ever smoked, you could be at risk. The good news is, there are steps you can take to improve your symptoms. I'm Danica Patrick, and I drive for COPD. Take action today to breathe better tomorrow. Join the movement at driveforcopd.com. Take our screening questionnaire today and talk to your doctor.
Tuesday on Comcast Sportsnet California, Bob Guerin takes his team on the road to Kauffman Stadium, where they have dominated the Royals. Can Billy Butler and Kansas City avoid another sweep on their home turf? A's, Royals, Tuesday at 4:30 on Comcast Sportsnet California.
Top of the third, 1-1 tie. We'd like to remind you of our next Giants telecast on Sports Channel is Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. when the San Francisco Giants take on the San Diego Padres live from Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. It's pennant race crunch time, so be there.
Here's Candiotti, who is 2 for 29, and he takes the pitch low.
That game Sunday, Kite, will feature Wilson Alvarez against Sterling Hitchcock.
You can check out the pitching matchups. Any real good ones?
Oh.
Huh?
Padres, as we expected, are going to be throwing every gun that they have at the Giants. And That's the way it should be.
Well, this first guy I never heard of, Joey Hamilton.
Yeah.
So
he's a knuckleballer.
Yeah. Here's the 2-1 to Candiotti. Right back up the middle, and Candiotti's got a base hit.
Well, this is what you're supposed to do. Think short, think 2 strikes, and go right back up the middle. And for a pitcher, you do it every strike. And you'll see a little frustration from Mulholland.
Leadoff hitter on for the 2nd inning in a row, and here's Eric Young, who hits a chopper, could be 2. Again, to Vizcaino, to Snow, and they got another one. Well, Mulholland's making it look easy. Let the first guy get on, and then throw the double play ball.
I don't know if that is his game plan, but for the 2nd inning in a row, he comes up with a big sinker that gets a ground ball, that gets 2 outs. It may have been just a little bit of a cutter instead of a sinker, but nevertheless, it gets a ground ball to Kent to Vizcaino. A very pretty 1, 2, 4, 6, 3. Thank you very much.
Here's Otis Nixon, who hit a home run over the left field wall in the 1st inning. And a bluff of a bunt and a strike, and it's 0-1. Short enough to bunt by Nixon, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
This was the sequence of pitches that Mulholland featured to Otis Nixon in the 1st inning, and that yellow 89 3-1 strike was the one he hit out of the ballpark.
And this is off the end of the bat for Miller. He gloves it, throws on the run, side retired. So the top of the 3rd inning is a very quick inning for Terry Mulholland. Bill Miller will lead it off in a 1-1 tie.
Use the sun to power your home. The solar company has installed solar at my house. And my electricity bills are going.
To schedule your free solar analysis, text the keyword energy to 87365. You can also visit thesolarcode.com to learn about their zero-down lease option. Contact the solar company today because rebates are dropping. Not just any solar company, the solar company.
What's your 2:30 feeling like?
Well, it's like my brain just stops working. Feel fuzzy, groggy.
I can barely keep my eyes open.
So what do you do?
I used to get another coffee.
Yeah, coffee or soda.
Then another coffee.
I switched to 5-hour energy.
Just 1 5-hour energy.
The rest of the day, I'm great.
0 sugar, only 4 calories.
I don't feel jittery. I'm in control.
It's me. Just a better, more awake me.
Gotta try 5-hour energy.
5-hour energy. Hours of energy now. No 2:30 feeling later.
If you've received an audit notice or have unfiled tax returns or can't pay your taxes or have any other tax problem, getting prompt, experienced legal representation can make a tremendous difference. Get good tax advice before starting a transaction to legally minimize your tax. I'm tax attorney Steve Moskowitz with over 30 years of tax experience in a wide variety of different tax matters. Call me today for an attorney-client privilege consultation at 1-888-TAX-STEAL.
Waving the Giants flag to beat L.A. Posters that we have seen throughout this series. And here in a 1-1 tie, Mulholland facing Mike Piazza. And a shot off the glove of Vizcaino. And Piazza is aboard with a leadoff single. So for the 3rd inning in a row, the leadoff hitter on.
You just try and calm him down. You don't really think you can contain him for an entire series. Nevertheless, they make a nice pitch on him, run a cutter right down in on his hands, but still strong enough to dig it out, get a line drive to the left side, and get himself on base.
Here's Karros, who singled in the 1st inning. The magic for Mulholland has been being able to get the double play after the leadoff hitter has gotten out. This is the teeth of the Dodger batting lineup. Both clubs now with 5 hits. 2 balls and no strikes, up and away.
Yeah, these 4 right-handed hitters the Dodgers throw at you in the middle of their lineup can really scare a left-handed pitcher. You got Piazza, Karros, Mondesi, and Zeal up there, especially to start an inning. And that is a significant part of your ball game. How you fare against that part of the lineup is usually what determines the outcome of your outing. And they're all different type hitters. Piazza, middle way hitter. Karros, middle end. Mondesi, sort of a free swinger. Hurt you all the way through the strike zone.
Popped him up. Hamilton's got a long run. And he will get there to make the catch.
Now you've got to fight to stay with the ball because it's going to go in and out of the sun. You can see the concentration and how very still that head stayed. One of the things you're taught early as an outfielder is to run in on your toes, run anywhere on your toes so your head will stay still. Lock your field of vision, your concentration of your ball gives you a better chance to catch it. Nice play.
Here's Mondesi, who grounded out to Miller to end the first. 5 for 16 against Mulholland. And he goes around 0-1. Mondesi, I don't know if he's upset with himself or with Mark Hirschbeck.
Yeah, I think he's upset with himself. He's got that reputation for just flailing at that first pitch. Mulholland doing the smart thing, staying out of the strike zone, down. Got him to fish.
He went away and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Karros thinking about, I just missed that one.
How many times have we heard that?
1 ball and 1 strike. And that one is low. .43 walks for Mondesi. He struck out 94 times. And he hits a shot. Hamilton will come over and he'll keep it from getting by him. And at that point, that's the most concern. And runners at first and second with 1 out for Todd Zeal.
Location of this pitch not bad. Down and away from Mondesi, but you can see how dangerous he is going right with that pitch. And an excellent play to cut this ball off from Hamilton. He knows he doesn't have much front speed with Piazza, the lead runner. So his concern was just cutting off the gap.
I also saw Hamilton play the angle once he saw where that ball was going to bounce.
Johnson coming out and put on a coverage play. Not a whole lot of threat, but with Piazza on the base paths, he's going to try and steal a base. He's got September catcher legs, and they can be a little heavy this time of year. Not the kind of legs you're going to steal bases with.
Zeal takes a strike. Zeal singled in the second. Remember, Zeal has had very good success against Mulholland. Piazza at second with Mondesi at first. Strike 2. I have a feeling Zeal's waiting for something else.
He'd taken 2 fastballs right down the throat. And I'm not sure what he would be looking for. He may have given up on that cutter. That was a pretty late breaking pitch that just bit off the outside corner. He's a middle end hitter. He's laying off that outside location.
And that's hit foul. Look out, grounds crew. Ball dude. Couldn't quite cut that angle down.
And you can really see the focus of Zeal is good right now. He's committed that middle side of the plate, and he'll stay there till he gets the 2 strikes. And really, I think that's a big key for any hitter at this level. You're going to have an idea. Go up there and stay with it till you get with 2 strikes.
And that's popped up foul into the seats along the right side, and it's still 0-2.
Mulholland got away with one there. 0-2 breaking ball that was up and bit off a little bit of the plate. That's not good location with that pitch when you're way ahead in the count. 0-2. See Johnson sitting up outside. You can see right where that pitch is. That is cannon fodder for Todd Zeal. He likes the ball up.
Got him. Wicked pitch to Todd Zeal.
Now you can see Brian Johnson setting up with that pitch, pounding his glove down on the ground. He wants the low location, and just a perfect location with that curveball. And this is the result. Very classic left-hander's motion. Very square after he throws up. And watch the way that this at-bat was worked. A quick 0-2. And now there's the kill pitch down below the strike zone. See ya.
Darren Lewis hit into a 6-3 double play, and he hits a chopper to Miller, and it's foul. Miller was playing right on the line. He made a good effort.
Well, when you're playing in those corners, you've got to go after everything that's going to be a fair ball. Don't anticipate that it's going to be foul. A nice play to the backhand side from Billy Miller.
Yeah, you can't let it go by and play umpire. So it's 0-1. 0-2.
He just buried that inside location on Lewis. That's a freeze job. Bang, locks you up, can't get off a swing. Lou looks middle away. Got to jam him.
Tried to hit the outside corner and missed. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Darren Lewis.
But that low fastball away is a great pitch because it sets up 2 pitches. You can go right back out to paralysis, or you can come right back in the inside part of the plate. Or with Mulholland, who's had a good curveball for a strikeout, he might go below the strike zone.
It's foul again.
Went with the curveball.
So it's 1-2 to Darren Lewis. Johnson's going to go out and talk to Mulholland.
Well, I like this. Johnson's got an idea, or he's seen something in the batter's box. Let's go out and talk with it. He knows what stuff is working. I think a catcher knows what's working more so than the pitcher. But by bringing in the shortstop guy, they may have changed the signs.
Just want to make sure. Well, Vizcaino's just going in there to make sure that that's either what they're doing, or, and if they're not doing it, well, then just let Johnson get his speech in and get out of there. 1-2 to Lewis. He got him outside corner. Lewis will have to sit down, and the Dodgers will strand a pair here in the 4th. Home half coming up. It's tied at 1 apiece.
Make a statement without leaving a mark. The new fingerprint-resistant Fusion X2 finish. An intuitive blend of style and substance. Just what you'd expect from the laptop expert. Visit laptops.toshiba.com.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
The 3 Series exemplifies the essence of BMW. It has the ingredients of the perfect sports sedan.
Everything is balanced, everything works in harmony, everything is perfectly engineered. That's why car and driver staff buy this car more than any other.
Our impressive offer of 0.9% financing or pay nothing down is now extended to all 2011 3 Series models.
When your laptop goes to sleep, your connected music keeps cranking. Sleep in Music. Intuitive innovation built around the way you live. Just what you'd expect from the laptop expert. Visit laptops.toshiba.com.
Well, the Dodgers won and the Giants won as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Take a look at this pitch, Mike.
Well, the way he worked the strike zone throughout the at-bat really sets up this pitch. They go with a little 2-strike paralysis fastball outside, and he splits the upright, and the skipper loves it. And listen to the crowd. That's great.
They are indeed into it this afternoon, and J.T. Snow will start things off for the Giants. Snow, Vizcaino, and Johnson.
We saw that game face on Mulholland. That's the way you want your starting pitcher to look. That's a focused dude right there. Problem is, Candiotti's got one going in the other dugout. This game set out to be a pitcher's duel, and it has not disappointed.
JT grounded out to Eric Karros in the second. Talked to JT after the game, and I said, well, what do you think about the crowd? He said, well, we played at that playoff game in '95 where the Angels played Seattle. There's the bunt. Good idea, but it rolls foul. Said he'd never heard anything so loud in his whole life. He said the crowd last night, much better. Said he'd never experienced anything like that in his entire major league career.
Well, when you get 56,000 people on the same page, hanging on every pitch, that is unique. And you'll have big crowds in other ballparks, but you'll have some distraction in other parts of the yard. It just doesn't seem like that all 56,000 are right there with you.
Remember the game he was talking about inside was at the Kingdom, which is inside. Mulholland watching.
Ron Wotus, the gentleman to Mulholland's right, left side of the screen. Wotus was the manager of the Phoenix Firebirds, Giants AAA ball club.
He's going to manage in that fall league, isn't he?
He's going to go down to the Scottsdale Scorpions.
Here's the 3-1 to JT, and it's a strike. There's Ron Wotus.
Did a great job for the Giants this year.
Good man, good manager. 3-2 pitch. JT hits it high, hits it deep, hits it out of
And it was J.T. Snow that got Dennis Springer, the knuckleballer for the Angels, when Anaheim was here. And he adds another knuckleballer to his list.
And a ball hit to Karros. Hit sharply, but Karros cuts it off and goes to the bag. 1 out.
Well, it drops right in a 3-2 payoff. He didn't want to walk him to lead off the inning, and you knew it as soon as it left the bat. And this crowd erupts. And look at the pitch he gets. Right in the kill zone. Dead center.
And Brian Johnson takes a pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Johnson with an infield hit in the second. And the breaking ball is in for a strike. JT Snow, home run number 26, RBI number 96. And the winner of the Willie Mack Award is announced before the ball game. Willie Mack used to hit him like that. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying. The ball gets away from Piazza, and he will throw down to Karros. 2 away in the second strikeout for Candiotti.
We'll join the Giants and Jeff and Dana Kent for the race for the cure. The Bay Area has the highest rate of breast cancer in the world, and that's why the Giants and J.C. Penney are doing their part on Saturday, September 27th at Freecom Park for J.C. Penney's Race for the Cure registration drive. Register for the race in October, which benefits the Susan G. Komen Foundation. And please be a part of a Race for the Cure.
Candiotti, who struck out in the second inning, swings and misses. 0-1. 4 more RBIs for JT for 100. Check swing roller to the backstop, 0-2. Well, the score 2-1, and that was the final score last night. Inside, Candiotti started to lean towards the dugout. Top of the batting order, Hamilton on deck. This is the 4th. Got him. That will retire the side, but the Giants take the lead on the home run by JT Snow. It's the 5th inning coming up. Both clubs with 6 hits. Giants leading 2-1.
South of Laredo, there's a place so hot rattlesnakes combust. But we go, 'cause you gotta eat bold.
Subway fiery foot-long subs. The boldacious new turkey jalapeno melt and buffalo chicken. Subway, eat bold.
Hey Giants fans, let Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area give you a lift. Starting 2 hours before the first pitch of all weekday home games, we're offering authentic Bay Area Giants fans free pedicab rides from the Embarcadero to the ballpark. Look for these cabs near the Ferry Building with the Comcast Sportsnet logo, and you'll be riding in style to cheer on the orange and black on us. Comcast Sportsnet, authentic Bay Area sports. Wednesday on 49ers Central, a preview of the home opener versus the Saints. Eric Davis and Lorenzo Neal give you their players to watch. And insider Matt Mayoko with the latest updates from Niner practice. Wednesday at 4:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Giants 2, Dodgers 1, bottom half of the 5th inning. I'd like to remind you that this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants.
Terry Mulholland, who has a 2-1 lead. Lots of banners here at the ballpark. And Darrell Hamilton will lead it on. Mulholland has 5 strikeouts. It's the reflection and almost like a bright star that those outfielders have to battle. Hamilton has popped out to short twice.
You usually only see that star around Christmas time.
One ball and no strikes. Hamilton hitting .261. And that is a breaking ball for a strike. Hamilton 2 for his last 28. got hot for a period of time, and he's on base all the time, and he's got himself a base hit. And when you do that, it looks easy. Drawn that third baseman and then hit it by him.
It always seems that way. Guy go through a dry spell. When he finally pulls off a base hit, he's going, it's not that tough. But it can be. But this is great execution, and I think he's thinking opposite way a lot. And that's what gets him out of the, watch the eyeball concentration. Right on. Watches it make contact with the wood. Gets himself a base hit to the left side.
Well, Hamilton, a threat to steal with Miller at the plate, who singled in the third. The ball sharply past Eric Young. And Miller with a bunt, and he bunts it foul. And Billy with his hands on his hips, disgusted. Bonds is on deck. Zeal is going to play in at third. Garris, of course, has to hold on Hamilton.
That was an interesting call from Dusty Baker. It would put a big decision on the shoulders of Bill Russell if the Giants did successfully sacrifice Miller, because then Russell would have to make a decision: do I intentionally walk Bonds, or do I pitch to him? The way Bonds has swung the bat in this series, you'd have to believe that he would put him on.
Yes, you would. Miller looking down to Sonny Jackson. What will the Giants do with Hamilton at first base? And he shortened up the bunt, and the strike is called. I'm sure Miller agreed with it, but now he'll have to swing the bat.
A big, slow backdoor curveball from Candiotti. Billy Miller gave up on the pitch. Again, they show bunt. Now let's see if Dusty keeps the bunt on with 2 strikes.
Candiotti stepping off. Glen Allen Hill also outside the on-deck circle. Outside. Miller watching that knuckleball all the way into the glove of Mike Piazza. Sonny Jackson. Miller hitting .292. Outstanding first full year for Bill Miller. Back is Hamilton.
This is the time of year that presents the biggest challenge to a player going through a big league schedule for the first time, because it's not so much the physical part of your game that starts to fatigue, it's your mind. You really have to fight to keep focused the month of September, because you're tired.
And Hamilton again gets back on the dive.
I think that's one of the reasons why guys who have good work habits in April and May help themselves out, not only physically but mentally, because if you put in the hours in the early part of the year and of course in the off season, you get to this time of year and you start to feel like you deserve to succeed, and that's an edge.
And it's now 2-2 to Miller. Well, you saw a shot of Kirk Reeder, and how about the month of September that he's had?
Since late August, he's only given up 3 runs in his starts.
Woody.
Woody, you're doing good.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Hamilton goes, and a swing and a chopper off of Miller's foot, and he goes down in a heap. Baton comes rushing out. Well, with one of these, you just need some time.
Time in a commercial.
Miller probably saying, I know you're really good with blisters Mark, but how are you with a bowling ball after it drops on your foot?
Not a whole lot of magic that you can think up to change that ailment. Now let's watch where this thing hits. Right off the toe.
Now Miller now waiting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton was going. See if he goes again. He does not. And Miller takes it low. Now he'll be going.
And the Giants have done a good job of laying out that low knuckleball that Candiotti will tease you with and just float down, and it winds up being caught right around the shoe tops of Piazza.
3-2. Hamilton goes. Miller hits a shot to right field, and Hamilton is going to challenge Mondesi. And here comes the throw, and it's offline. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And now they'll have to face Bonds. Well, if Hamilton is not off on the pitch, he's not going to go against Mondesi.
Well, it's the third 3-2 count for Candiotti. He's given him a home run and 2 singles. Great execution from Bill Miller. Super patience in the at-bat. But here's the play right here. Hamilton didn't even hesitate around the bag and challenged one of the best arms in baseball. And it's a first and third for Mr. Bonds.
Bonds has hit the ball hard twice. He's tripled and hit into a double play. And he hits one high to right. Mondesi going back, and is out of here. And this place has erupted. It low. A 3-run home run for Bond. Javier came out and took a curtain call. And Hill takes a strike. Bonds with his 35th of the year. And Hill hits it into right center field, but Nixon will chase it down. Here's the home run.
You talk about making your presence felt in a huge series. For the second day in a row, Bonds leaves the ball yard and gives the Giants a 4-run lead. And here's Stan Javier with a curtain call. JT still loves it.
So Hill's out was the first out. And here's Jeff Kent. It is 5-1. Kent takes it inside, or takes it low. 1 ball and no strike. And this place is rocking right now. Kent's got a base hit. Knocking it down was Darren Lewis. Reyes has been throwing in the bullpen.
Candiotti right now is not fooling anybody. The only out he's got this inning was a line shot off the bat of Glenn Allen Hill.
And here comes Bill Russell. Now Russell is coming out. What's he going to do with Candiotti?
I'm not sure Reyes has had enough time to get loose, and they're going to him.
Yes, they are. So Dennis Reyes will be coming in. Candiotti leaving.
Reyes only had 10 pitches down in the bullpen. And that's not enough for a guy who's usually been used as a starter.
And Mulholland, his expression hasn't changed since the beginning of the inning.
Those are the 2 home run locations to J.T. Snow and Barry Bonds. You can see just how fat they were. The Giants really outweighed Candiotti. They forced him to bring the ball up, and he paid an ugly price.
So here's Reyes, who the Giants saw in L.A. when he made his first major league start. He's 2-2 with a 3.43 earned run average. This will be his 11th appearance, his 6th in relief.
This young lefty here's got good stuff. He's got a very bright future. Guys were very impressed with what they saw in Los Angeles. Giants came out of the All-Star break. They opened up with a 4-game series in L.A. They won 1 and lost 3. One of them was to Dennis Reyes.
Take another look at the home run by Bonds. It's amazing how a couple of swings of the bat and a couple of sellout crowds will make you forget about Monday night in Atlanta.
No, that's 2 years ago. Never happened.
But this one is not over yet. And Terry Mulholland, if you look at the expression on his face, you'd think that this was a tie game.
That's a great contrast of intensity. You see what confronts this guy here. He's got a lot of ball game left. His players and his teammates, they're much looser. They're yucking it up the rest of the dugout, but this guy has to keep his focus. He has been there before, and he knows how potent this Dodger offense is. And he has a lot of baseball left this afternoon.
Here's J.T. Snow, who homered in the 4th inning. And the pitch from Reyes is high.
Can't start getting giddy in the 5th inning.
Boy, how true that is. JT now batting right-handed. 1 ball and no strikes. Kent goes swinging and fly ball into shallow right field, but Mondesi shading his eyes will make the catch. Well, one of the Giants fans we've seen from time to time here at the ballpark has been Danny Glover, and he's got his game face on.
He looks like he should be sitting next to Terry Mulholland.
Yes, he does. Here's Vizcaino. Chris Berman from ESPN said that he was going to sit in the stands today before he caught a red eye back to Bristol, Connecticut. The Boomer.
Well, he challenged us. He said, I'm out there somewhere. It's going to be like, where's Waldo? You got to find me.
Pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
But he did give us 1 hit. He said, I'll have a Giants hat on.
Yeah, he said, and then you see Bonds, he said, plus I'll be sitting with Huey. I assume the only Huey that I know of is Huey Lewis,
who also is a big Giants fan.
High to Vizcaino. 2 balls and no strikes.
A very amazing story about Dennis Reyes. He has a raised clavicle on the right side. He used to be a right-hander when he was a kid. And he changed.
Kent almost got picked off. That's the Terry Mulholland move. And you can see that the right clavicle, how high it is raised. 2-0 to Vizcaino. 3-0 with Brian Johnson on deck. Bonds with a triple and a 3-run home run. And he walked him. The 3 RBIs give him 93 on the season. So Reyes issues the walk. Brian Johnson, an infield hit in the 2nd, and a strikeout victim in the 4th. Ken at 2nd with Vizcaino at 1st with 2 outs, and now Johnson steps out. And they've called a ball. Now this may make it easier for Bill Russell. You see Dave Wallace, the pitching coach.
Well, Wallace is going to go out there and explain to Reyes what he did. He doesn't want to risk him doing it again. Now watch him start his hands here. He said he started, stopped, and then started again. Yeah, there was a little hesitation there as he started to come out from behind his back, and that's what cost him the block. So very quickly, Dave Wallace, the pitching coach of the Dodgers, went out there to explain that to his young lefty.
And here's Brian Johnson, and they're not going to pitch to Johnson. They'll walk him and pitch to Mulholland. You know what benefits the Giants out of this, if Mulholland were to make an out, would be Hamilton gets to lead off the 6th inning. So Hamilton led off this inning with a ground ball past Todd Zeile, and that got everything going. This will be ball 4 to Brian Johnson. Hamilton talking to Mulholland as he goes up to home plate. He is struck out twice.
Probably have Mulholland take a strike.
And a high chopper right back to Reyes, and he flips it to Karros, inning over. So the Giants leave him stranded, but Bonds hit a 3-run shot. We'll head to the 6th inning. 5-1 Giants.
The Warriors continue to add on to their roster. Damon Andrews here with this Sports Flash. Golden State Warriors announced today they signed free agent forward Louis Amundsen to a contract. Amundsen appeared in 79 regular season games last season for the Suns, averaging 4.7 points and 4 rebounds per game. Per team policy, terms of the agreement were not released.
At Big O Tires, you'll find great tire brands, a team, a local owner, and a network of folks backing you up with a great national warranty. With 3 years of free roadside assistance, road hazard protection, flat repair, and more on Big O brand tires. And don't forget Big O for auto service too, like brakes, alignments, shocks, and more. If your car needs it, we've got it at Big O Tires. We're ready to get to work right now. So stop by and see us today. Call 1-800-NEW-TIRE to find the location nearest you.
That's a Dodge Challenger. It was designed by people who really, really love cars, for people who really, really love cars, to drive past people who really don't care about cars at all.
Now get 1.9% financing for 60 months or $1,000 cash allowance on the 2010 Dodge Challenger.
Stan Javier stays in the game. He'll play right field. Julian Tavares is the new pitcher in a 5-3 Giants lead here in the 7th. Tavares 6-4 with a .387 earned run average. He is appearing in his 84th game. And you say, well, why is that significant? Well, it leads the major leagues, and every time he goes out, he establishes a new Giants single season record for appearances. Wilton Guerrero will be the new hitter. Hollingsworth is on deck, so Bill Russell with the bottom of the batting order is bringing everybody out.
Well, that's the luxury of September. Fill out your roster.
Guerrero, who started out as the everyday second baseman, is now on bench duty with the Dodgers acquiring Eric Young, and now Guerrero will step out.
Well, I think in all fairness to Guerrero, it'll give him some more time to go down and get seasoned in the minor leagues. Really, a lot of his game has to be polished. Just game situations, not only as an infielder, but as a base runner as well. A lot of mistakes up here.
And the pitch from Tavares is up high. So Mulholland goes 6 innings, allows 3 runs. Strikes out 6, does not issue a walk. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tavares coming out smoking. 96 in the first pitch, 94 in the second pitch. Eddie Murray waits his turn, chance to impact his game.
Foul off the end of the bat, and it's 1-2. Roberto Hernandez. Day off tomorrow. Giants hoping they had a day off tomorrow. They will go to San Diego tomorrow. How about that? He struck him out.
97 miles per hour on the gun from Tavares, so a little rest has done his fastball really good. And he reaches back at the 2-strike, and he just blows Guerrero away. Wow.
Well, not much of a 2-strike swing from Guerrero.
Well, you got to think short. When you've got that much movement and that much velocity, I mean, location really doesn't matter.
Here's Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth hitting .248. And he takes a mighty swing and misses. 3 home runs, 28 RBIs. Top of the batting order, and Eric Young on deck.
Sophomore jinx set into Todd Hollingsworth. At one point this year was sent back down to Albuquerque. Rookie of the year, 1996.
0-2.
It's not often you'll see Hollingsworth late on a fastball. That's his forte. That one was right by him.
And that pitch is up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eric Young on deck. Danny Glover watching this one. Blowing away. We have not, I don't believe, got attendance figures for today. I got to believe it's close to a sellout. It's a left field, a base hit. A nice piece of hitting by Hollingsworth.
Indeed. Well, he identified the movement of the fastball from Tavares was running away from the lefty. He went right with it, found a hole. Seen a couple of good off-field at bats today. One by Karras and one by Hollingsworth for the Dodgers.
Good shot of the crowd we're talking about. Here's Young. 0 for 3 against Mulholland, including a double play ball in the third. Now he gets tired of waiting and steps out. Hollingsworth with his lead. And a strike. Young jerked his head back, and it's 0-1.
It's amazing how quiet the crowd gets between pitches. Concentration of a body of people this large is fantastic.
And that's low. Miller in at third with Vizcaino and Kent at double play depth. The hole, of course, is between Snow and Kent, with JT holding on Hollingsworth. Straight away in the outfield. Now Tavares will step off and throw to first. It's low to EY, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Eric Young not afraid to take a walk. He's got 69 on the year. It's a good idea of the strike zone. And a very compact strike zone at that. It covers it well. Very offensive player.
Hollingsworth gets back easily as Tavares just tossed it over to JT Snow. Mulholland looks on. Mr. Baker was saying about Terry Mulholland. Someone asked him if he could pitch every day. He says, heck, he doesn't even put ice on his arm.
Guy's from the old school.
He just drinks water. He didn't put any on his arm. Well, he threw well today.
The thing I've always liked about Terry is when he leaves a ball game, he stays in the dugout, watches his teammates.
Inside to Young, 3-1. Otis Nixon on deck. 7th inning. Hollingsworth with his lead. And Young pops it up. JT Snow will give chase, but he will not have a chance.
So now the run will be going 3-2 with 1 out, I would imagine.
Two strikes. Hollingsworth goes. Young hits a shot into center field. Hamilton coming in will play it on a hop. And Nixon will bat with runners at the corner. Hits are even at 10. Here comes Dusty Baker. Is coming in. Stay with us. Giants are leading 5-3. We're going to take a break. We'll be back.
Peace, pride, victories. For nearly 70 years, we've had a lot to cheer about, and the celebration is just getting started.
Introducing the 2011 Jeep Wrangler and the all-new 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee, both with legendary Jeep 4x4 capability and Wrangler with a redesigned interior. Our entire line of Jeep vehicles is a definite cause for celebration. Well-qualified lessees can get a 2011 Grand Cherokee for $399 a month or purchase and get 1.9% APR.
What's your 230 feeling like?
Well, it's like my brain just stops working. Feel fuzzy, groggy.
I can barely keep my eyes open.
So what do?
I used to get another coffee.
Yeah, coffee or soda.
Then another coffee.
But I switched to 5-Hour Energy.
Just one 5-hour energy.
The rest of the day, I'm great. 0 sugar, only 4 calories.
I don't feel jittery. I'm in control.
It's me. Just a better, more awake me.
Gotta try 5-Hour Energy.
5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now. No 2:30 feeling later.
We have the perfect way to win at Cache Creek with the Perfect 10 giveaway. Now through October 10th, win every single day. Swipe your Cache Club card at any kiosk and win cash, dining, and more. On weekends, we'll give away cash 3 times a day. Then on October 10th, be here for perfectly awesome payouts with huge cash prizes. It's the Perfect 10, only at Cache Creek. Play here and play the best.
See Jeffrey Osborne December 4th. Tickets available at cashcreek.com.
Well, we're in the top of the 7th inning. 5-3 Giants. Both clubs with 10 hits. Both teams have committed an error. And into the ball game, Roberto Hernandez, who pitched 2 innings last night, the 8th and the 9th. He struck out 2, did not allow a hit, walked 1. He threw 26 pitches. Back out there today. In relief of Julian Tavares.
Well, the first thing that Dick Pohl, the Giants pitching coach, will find out about his bullpen each day is how they feel when they get to the ballpark. Is there some stiffness? Is there some soreness? If there is, when they throw, they then go see Mark Baton, the trainer, and see if they can get loose. Obviously, Hernandez is not going to be put in a situation where he would be asked to throw 40 or 50 pitches. But you're talking about the heart of the lineup coming up right now, the 1 out and 2 men on, and Dusty Baker figures this is one part of the game and part of the lineup that he has to go with Hernandez to try and get him out of the jam.
Here's Otis Nixon. Retired Nixon on a ground ball in the 8th inning last night.
Nixon 0 for 3 with 3 walks and a strikeout.
The runners are at the corners with Miller, the third baseman, in on the grass at third. And the runner goes, and the throw down to second is high. So the tying run is at second base on the stolen base by Eric Young, his 43rd of the year.
A lot of pressure on Brian Johnson. You've got Roberto Hernandez, who has a long time to get rid of the ball out of the stretch, and that puts pressure on the catcher.
Strike. 0-2.
96 miles per hour on the fastball from Big Berto. They go away for the 0-2 pitch, and just like last night, he's worked the 0-2 down and away magic. Nixon cannot hold up, and a big strikeout. Now, do you walk Piazza with the open base, or do you go after him?
Well, last night, Piazza hit a ball down the right field line that Javier caught and made a nice catch in foul territory. Are on here in the 7th inning. Piazza singled in the fourth. He's 1 for 3. Time for the defense to step up. Swinging a chopper, foul, and it's 0-1. Get it off his foot.
Well, the big fella will compete. He will reach back. And so will that guy in the batter's box.
Yeah.
And this crowd is into it.
Base hit to left field. Bonds is going to come home. No, he won't. This game is tied. Piazza comes through with a base hit. And the Dodgers have scored 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. So this game is going to be won or lost with the bullpen. Here's Eric Karros. And that's a strike.
Piazza does it again, as he has done so often for the Dodgers down this stretch.
Pitch misses to Karros. 1 ball and 1 strike. The RBIs for Piazza 112 and 113. And it couldn't come at a better time. 2 and 1 to Karros. Piazza at first base. You have to, because he's the lead run. Strike. 2 and 2. So the big strikeout to Nixon, but then Mike Piazza comes through.
And he turned around a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, so he got Hernandez's best bull and beat him with it.
And Piazza goes, and this is a chopper to Vizcaíno. His only play will be at first, and he makes it to end the inning. 2 runs for the Dodgers to tie it up. It's 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and this game is tied.
Do you have a giant appetite for beer, sports, and food? Here's your perfect spot, Public House at AT&T Park. With over 20 TVs and 48 craft beers, Public House is the place in San Francisco. Tracy Desjardins Public House, open today and every day.
Have you ever considered, I don't know, getting it waxed?
Waxed?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a little weird.
I don't know. Doesn't seem that weird to me.
Just keep shaving my back, okay? Oh, dude, can I get a bite?
What? With my spoon? It's disgusting.
When your team's in the playoff hunt, you don't want the game to end. Neither do we. The Giants are in the home stretch, and your source for all things orange and black is Sportsnet Central. Can't get enough of Buster, Timmy, and Aubrey? The Giants game isn't over until we say it is. Turn to Sportsnet Central every night after the game for Giants analysis, reaction, and highlights. Plus, the most Bay Area sports news anywhere. Period. Sportsnet Central on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Tuesday, stop by Willie Mays Plaza for Say Hey Tuesday. Watch pregame live and Chronicle live, and get there early for a limited edition authentic Giants fan t-shirt. Plus, come on out for special Say Hey Tuesday tickets. Lower box seats are only $24.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, the Dodgers, Giants are knotted at 5 apiece. And I'd like to remind you the Giants close out this exciting regular season next weekend as the San Diego Padres come to town for a 3-game homestand. Padres series begins on Friday night, September 26th, followed by a 2-gamer on Saturday and Sunday. It's also Fan Appreciation Weekend as the Giants thank you, the fans, with special prizes to be given away. Get your tickets now by calling 510-762-BALL. Fan Appreciation Weekend.
Gagne is now at shortstop. Hollingsworth is in left field. Hollingsworth with a big hit to get things going for the Dodgers in the 7th off of Tavares.
That's what started it off. Good solid at bat. He's done well in that pinch hit role. He's 5 for 10 now. So now, as you mentioned, Kip, it's in the hands of the bullpen.
So Dryford, who came in and struck out Javier in Kent, will face a couple of switch hitters and then Brian Johnson. JT Snow with a solo home run in the 4th inning. Outside to Snow.
The same approach that Hollingsworth employed against Tavares is really the same route you should take against Dryford. When he gets that ball on you so quickly and it's got so much movement, very heavy. Ball runs away from a lefty. Tough to pull. Plus, he's very effective in his command and that he can put it on the outside part of the plate consistently. And that location is tough to pull. So coupled with location and movement, your best bet to whack this guy is to think left field. Does not give up many home runs.
Roberto Hernandez in the dugout. Doug Henry is throwing in the bullpen, and JT swings and misses. It's 2-2.
For Dryford, who's throwing 60 in the 3rd innings this year, he's given up 2 home runs. Gives you an idea where his baseballs get hit. They get hit on the ground.
There's Doug Henry. And it's high to Snow, a full count. Vizcaino waiting on deck. And a check swing by Kent, and all that, or Snow, and all that does is it enables him to see another pitch. 3-2 to JT Snow. Giants need a base runner. And a walk.
Giants have done a great job of getting that leadoff hitter on base. Sets up a bunt situation for Vizcaino. Let's watch the 3-2 pitch from Dryford. Fastball just missed. Close pitch. Good eye.
Here's Vizcaino. Jose, a single, a ground out, and a walk. See if he's going to sacrifice. No, and it's low. Zeal is way in at 3rd. There's Sonny Jackson. Step off by Dryford. 1 ball and no strikes. A 5-5 tie. And a swing and a foul in and out of the glove of Mike Piazza. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brian Johnson is on deck, and then the pitcher spot. Snow with his lead. Swinging a chopper right over the head of Piazza, and it's 1-2. This guy has been tardy.
Got to crank it up. Got to be quick on Dryford. I mean, really, you cannot have a long swing against the guy. Too much velocity, too much movement. He'll break a long swing down in half. Really, if you hit out of the 2-strike mode against the guy, that's your best bet.
Just a little bit outside, and it's 2-2.
Dryford get a little frustrated. He thought he had the ball. He thought he had strike 3 to Snow, and he thought he had strike 3 here. It's the location set up by Piazza. Just outside. Mark Hirschbeck says, I don't think so.
Vizcaino, another opportunity. And he hits it out of play. The pitch is a little better to swing at it. Out over the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're in San Diego, the Rockies and Padres, 1-1 in the 4th inning. Vizcaino stays alive as the ball was fouled.
Well, he just caught one of those little red seams on that baseball. Didn't make much of a noise, but he's hanging tough. It's a big gap out in the right center for Vizcaino. They don't figure he's going to pull that hard sinker from Dryford. So they move Nixon over towards the left field side. And Hollingsworth is taking away the line left field.
And it's 2-2 to Vizcaino. And he finally got it. Strikeouts for Dryford. All the outs that he's recorded have been by way of the cage.
Well, that's a split finger fastball. That's as good as one as you're going to see. 86 miles per hour. That's extremely hard for that pitch. Whew, it's nasty.
Here's Brian Johnson, 1 for 2 with a walk.
Aaron Dryford's brought his A game into this ball game.
Dryford making sure that JT Snow is held close. Dusty Baker. Watching is Brian Johnson. The right-handed hitter stands in. And the pitch is look out. 1-0. Piazza hurt himself. Trying to work that shoulder.
He gets a tough pitch to catch. Just kind of that ball will tear your arm out of the socket. I think it just sort of caught that ball wrong on his hand. A stone bruise on the palm of his hand, beneath the forefinger.
Back is Snow. Johnson had an infield hit in the 2nd. Hit a roller down the third base line that Todd Zeile fielded it and then threw it by Eric Carroll. And that is hit foul. A leadoff walk to JT Snow here in the 7th. it to right field. Snow is going to keep on going. And Mondesi can't find it, and JT fell down. Now that's a tough break for the Giants. JT slipped, but he did not know that Mondesi had...
I'm not sure he hit the bag at second, Kite.
Is that what it was?
Let's watch and see if he makes contact at second base. High fastball that Johnson goes to right with, as he's done so well the last week and a half. And a bobble from Mondesi. Let's see if he gets the bag. He does get the back part of it. We can't tell you if there was a stop sign employed by Sonny Jackson, the third base coach.
Here's Jacob Cruz. And that pitch is high, 1-0.
That's a big break for the Dodgers. What would have been a first and third situation and a one-out for Jacob Cruz. The fly ball situation, it really changes the whole complexity of the bat.
Comes Dave Wallace.
I think Dave Wallace feels Dreifer's trying to overthrow the ball a bit. You get underneath your normal throwing plane, you start to push the ball, and this is what happens. It rides right out of the strike zone. And it simply comes from trying too hard. Gotta wait just a little bit longer, and your windup as you're starting to unload and release as you start home, you want to get your arm in proper position. And there's just a couple of inches different between pushing the ball and being underneath it, as opposed to being on top of it where you want to be.
Radinsky is the left-hander in the bullpen for LA. Jacob Cruz, 2 balls and no strikes. A great year in AAA. And that's a strike to make it 2-1. Cruz last year, when he spent some time with the Giants, did pretty well against the Dodgers. Remember, he had a home run.
The parent club's eyes, doing it against the Dodgers is a good way to do it.
3 balls and 1 strike.
That's how you gain a little reputation. And reputation wins jobs.
3 balls and 1 strike. Snow at second base. Brian Johnson at first, and now Cruz steps out on Dreifert. Deep breath from Cruz, Snow, and Johnson, and the 3-1 pitch coming up. He walked him, and the bases are loaded.
Well, the break that the Dodgers got when Mondesi bobbled the ball right and Snow did not advance to third is gone.
And here comes Bill Russell. Lots of paper blown around the ballpark. And Radinsky is going to come in. Well, we'll be back. The bases are loaded with only 1 out. And Scott Radinsky coming in from the bullpen.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. When it shifts, it goes.
No, it's more of a... Good news. Just a simple shift solenoid. It's like a ting. It's just your mom's.
I don't know what this light is.
That's your check engine light. We'll check it for you.
Call AMCO today for a transmission checkup. We'll perform a fluid check, road test, lift check, tire rotation, and replace up to 5 quarts of fluid. Plus, if your check engine light is on, we'll scan your computer for trouble codes. All for just $29.95. AA MCO.
Get the ultimate garden tool, a Tough Shed storage building or garage available at the Home Depot. Legendary Tough Shed quality and the convenience of the Home Depot. Call, click, or visit, and Tough Shed handles the rest. Installing your shed or garage where you want, so you can create the backyard of your dreams. Right now, get 10% off the base price on installed Sundance Series sheds and garages, plus no interest if paid in full within 6 months on Tough Shed purchases.
The Tough Shed Sundance Series, exclusively at the Home Depot.
It's a 5-5 tie in the bottom of the 7th inning with the bases loaded. And 1 out. Scott Radinsky comes in. 5-1, 3 saves, a .307 earned run average. He's a nasty left-hander. And pinch hitting for Darrell Hamilton will be Mark Lewis as he comes off the bench. And Mark Lewis strolls up to home plate. And it was a game on July 12th where Lewis hit a home run off of Todd Worrell to tie the game. Giants went on to win that one when Rick Wilkins followed that with a home run.
Big 7-run inning for the Giants down in Los Angeles.
And when you look back at it, that kept the Giants from getting swept in a 4-game series. Here's Lewis. Bases loaded. Lewis hitting .262. And he takes a strike.
Again, sort of a crossfire release from Radinsky. Lewis has faced him 1 time. He's 0 for 1.
Zeal even on the grass at third. Karros the same at first. And that's way up high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now he's got the look of a lefty. That's how a left-hander is supposed to look. Came in, got a little wild look in his eyes. Hat's kind of screwed on, a little bit weird.
1 grand slam. Bullpen action with the Dodgers, and Radinsky's ready. And it's low. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Dusty Baker's yelling out to first base umpire Brian Gorman, make Radinsky stop. He doesn't believe he's coming set out of the stretch.
2-1.
Gatsa wants to just shake his head. He's probably going to come with a fastball.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Pitcher just wants the pitcher to shake his head to put a little thought in the guy's mind. Swings right through a fastball. Good swing, though. Stayed in nicely with it.
2 balls and 2 strikes. A full count to Mark Lewis, and Dusty Baker says, I'm going to stand up.
And so are about 50,000 of his friends.
Now, if you're Lewis, you just got to keep from jumping out of your shoes. 3-2. And a shot to Eric Young and a double play. How about that? So Lewis hit it right on the nose, and the Dodgers get out of it. We'll go to the 8th. This game is tied.
The park and see for yourself why it's magic inside.
It's September inside. Game on.
A line drive home run, a streak of lightning, deep right field, way back there, and adios!
September baseball? Game on!
Game on! Game on!
September baseball. Every pitch counts. Every game counts. September baseball. Game on!
Swing, there's a long high drive. Goodbye!
It's Ram truck season.
and the 60-day handshake lives on. That 5-finger bond that communicates trust, honor, follow through, and follow up. It's a promise that says go ahead and buy a Ram 1500 or heavy duty without a payment for 60 days. And if it doesn't do everything you ask it to do, bring it back. Ram.
Now here at 3Com Park, it is a 5-5 ball game as we head to the top of the 9th inning. 5 runs, 11 hits in an error for the Dodgers. 5 runs, 11 hits in an error for the Giants. Dodgers have stranded 5. The Giants have stranded 13. So here's Gagne batting for the first time, hitting .255.
Gagne has faced Doug Henry 11 times, 2 for 11, a couple of strikeouts. Most of that action coming in the American League.
That's a strike on the inside corner.
There's comments made about Gagne the last week and a half that he's having trouble seeing the outside part of the plate. He's even suggested in the LA Times that he might need glasses. Not the kind of comment you like to see when you're struggling at the plate. Although it did work for Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs, who was struggling through most of the year, just got himself some new contact lenses and he's starting to swing the bat well.
Yeah, hitters and umpires don't like to hear that. 2-1 to Gagne.
It's funny, you know, pitchers, they want you to go out there and wear coke bottles.
Yeah, make it look a little bit more intimidating.
Ryan Dern used to pitch for the Yankees. He wore glasses, very thick glasses. Used to get out there and used to throw balls to the backstop, warm it up.
Gagne with a swing and a foul back, and it's 2-2. Close ball game last night, a 2-1 final in favor of the Giants, and a tie game here in the 9th. Last time these teams will face each other during the regular season. Gagne, another good swing, and he hits it off the backstop. The Giants, if they were to win today, they would even up the season series with the Dodgers. The Dodgers have won 6. The Giants have won 5. Got him. 1 down here in the 9th.
3 strikeouts in a row for Doug Henry. And you always like to get that first out of the inning. He goes right upstairs with a fastball, and Gagne makes a U-turn.
Here's Hollingsworth.
93 on the gun, Kipe. That's a good finish pitch for Doug Henry.
Hollingsworth got things going in the 7th with a 1-out base hit to left field off of Tavares. And he hits a slow roller. JT Snow will flip it to Henry, covering, and they got him.
Oh, that's a tough play.
Oh.
That was right out there in no man's land. And for a pitcher, you've got to go over and keep your eye on the play and find the bag. At times, you're out there, it's sort of like trying to put your shoe on in the dark. But a good play, and Snow sets us up by letting him see the ball early.
And that has disaster written all over it, doesn't it?
No, it really does. This is one that, if you set this thing up in spring training when you're doing pitchers fielding position drills, guys screwed up about 7 out of 10 times. Don't forget, Hollingsworth runs well, so he was breathing down your neck, putting pressure on the play. Nicely
Here's
done.
Eric Young with 2 outs. Still got to watch out for Young. He's got some pop. And he takes the strike as he shortens up to 0-1. The Giants in the 9th inning. Vizcaino, Johnson, and then the pitcher spot.
Young's had good success against Henry. 4 for 7 lifetime with 4 singles.
And that pitch is high. Doug Henry takes a deep breath. And a base hit to right field for Eric Young. Now we'll see if Young tries to steal. He stole a bag in the 7th inning.
And he likes to go early in the count. He went on the first pitch last time. Not wasting any time at all.
Otis Nixon, a home run in the first, is first in the National League this year. Since then, he's grounded out, reached on an error, and struck out. Miller guarding the line and in at third. And the throw to first, and back is Young. Mike Piazza on deck. And Rod Beck getting loose. Young is back, and Henry keeping him close. This crowd has stayed into this game from the beginning. None have left, and you wouldn't think anyone would. Runner goes. Pitch is low. The throw is not in time. And a stolen base for Young. .44 for Eric Young.
Going right to the scouting report. He likes to go early. He challenges on the first pitch to throw a little high from Brian Johnson, and Eric Young slides under the tag of Vizcaino, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Otis Nixon.
Nixon with a count of 1 ball and no strikes. Sharply to Vizcaino, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Young stranded at second. Vizcaino will lead it off. Giants need a run, and they can go home.
South of Laredo, there's a place so hot rattlesnakes combust. But we go, because you gotta eat bold.
Subway fiery foot-long subs. The boldacious new turkey jalapeno melt and buffalo chicken. Subway, eat bold.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
Sports knowledge. They're full of it. Sunday Night Rap. Sunday at 9 on Comcast Sportsnet California.
My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my!
Hakuna been a contender.
Well, it's the 10th inning, and Rod Beck comes on to take the mound in a 5-5 ball game. Rod Beck, 5-4, 37 saves, with a .382 earned run average. The last appearance for Rod Beck was the disastrous ending to the Monday night game, where in 2/3 of an inning he allowed 4 hits, 4 earned runs. And what was amazing about that blown save was he only threw 11 pitches. Best in the National League are the Giants in extra innings. They're 10-2. So for Rod Beck, he's been chomping at the bit to get back out onto the mound, and now he's facing the teeth, the meat, the heart of the Dodger lineup. And Piazza takes a strike. Any other things you can think of?
No, I think you pretty much covered it.
2 for 16. Piazza against Beck. That right arm dangling. Beck is ready. And the pitch is outside for a ball.
92 in the gun for Beck. Turn around and check his velocity.
And he parries that in for a strike to make it 1-2. It was Piazza's hit in the 7th inning with 2 outs that knocked in runs 4 and 5 for the Dodgers, and that is the reason we are in extra innings. Little looper, and this is going to fall. Well, how about that base hit?
Well, it's a great pitch from Beck, but great hitting from Piazza to just reach out in an off-balance fashion and get enough on it to get it over JT Snow's head. I mean, how do you hit that pitch? That's about a foot off the plate, working its way away from you. You just throw the head and pray. But that is a job well done.
Here's Eric Karros, 2 for 4 with an RBI. And it's low. Todd Worrell is in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Piazza at first base with nobody out. There's Worrell. Karros with a mighty swing and a miss.
Back with a four-seamer to get ahead and even the count 1-1. That's a direct challenge right there.
Piazza with his lead. Karros tired of waiting, steps out.
Karros 3 for 13 lifetime against Beck, a couple of home runs. It's been outhouse or castle for him against Beck.
And a base hit to left field. Bonds has got to get to it quickly to hold Piazza, and he does a great job. Well, this inning is not off to a good start.
Well, Russell's got a decision to make, Kike, here with Mondesi coming up, because it is a bunt situation for the Dodgers. Mondesi has had pretty good success against Beck, 2 for 6. And he's been swinging the bat well.
Piazza at second base. Karros at first. And that pitch is low. Well, Mondesi very aggressive. Rich Rodriguez starts to loosen up.
He's bunted 1 time this year.
And it's 2-0. The 10th. 2 balls and no strikes to Mondesi. Beck has to come in, and a base hit to right field. Piazza got a bad jump, and the bases are loaded for Todd Zeile.
good job from Mondesi, not trying to do too much. Beck trying to neutralize his power, going away with the location, and Mondesi going with it. And the Giants catch a break because Piazza just got the heavy September legs. Cannot get in to score. And look at Mondesi scramble to get back to first, thinking they might throw behind him.
Now Rodriguez is in the bullpen, and Todd Zeile is facing a bases loaded situation with nobody out. Infield will play in.
Well, if anybody can get out of this situation, it's Beck. And he's going to have to now, because there's no place to put Zeile.
Zeile, couple of hits. Takes a strike.
Zeile has been so hot for the Dodgers the last couple of weeks.
Piazza at third, Karros at second, Mondesi at first. Swing and a foul into the glove of Johnson, and it's 0-2. Eddie Murray is on deck. 0-2 to Zeile. Infield in. Dust blowing around at home plate, so Zeile steps out. Beck needs a strikeout or a comeback. Low. 1-2. Here's the pitch. He got him. And Zeile could not pull the trigger.
Well, Beck threw the best fastball of his career. 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and it just freezes a good fastball hitter.
Well, here's a guy that's gone to the Hall of Fame, Eddie Murray.
Beck hasn't hit 94 in a gun all year long, and he just pulled one out of his back pocket.
Murray, a switch hitter. Swinging a chopper to Kent. He has to come home. There's one. The throw to first. Double play. He got out of it.
I don't believe it.
Eddie Murray. And it goes 4-2-3. And we're going to the bottom of the 10th. What a ball game. Stay with us.
I believe the technologies that Rambus has developed and brought to market with our partners have fundamentally changed and improved computing. And it's really why we're proud of the technology developments that we've created.
We're a company of inventors with a passion for making electronic products better. And this is why we do what we do.
What's your 2:30 feeling like?
Well, it's like my brain just stops working. Feel fuzzy, groggy.
I can barely keep my eyes open.
So what do you do?
I used to get another coffee.
Yeah, coffee or soda.
Then another coffee.
I switched to 5-hour energy.
Just one 5-hour energy.
The rest of the day, I'm great. 0 sugar, only 4 calories.
I don't feel jittery. I'm in control.
It's me. Just a better, more awake me.
Gotta try 5-hour energy.
5-hour energy. Hours of energy now. No 2:30 feeling later.
We have have the perfect way to win at Cache Creek with the Perfect 10 giveaway. Now through October 10th, win every single day. Swipe your Cache Club card at any kiosk and win cash, dining, and more. On weekends, we'll give away cash 3 times a day. Then on October 10th, be here for perfectly awesome payouts with huge cash prizes. It's the Perfect 10, only at Cache Creek. Play here and play the best.
See Jeffrey Osborne December 4th. Tickets available at cashcreek.com.
Into the top of the 12th inning, the Dodgers 5, Giants 5. And it's time now for us to let you know that there are only 3 more games left in the regular season at 3Com Park this year. And the San Diego Padres are going to play all 3 of them. They're coming to town beginning next Friday night, September 26th, followed by 2 day games. It's also Fan Appreciation Weekend as the Giants thank you, the fans. So purchase your tickets in advance for that series by calling 510-762-BALL. Season is winding down.
So Rod Beck goes out to face Otis Nixon. It'll be Nixon, Piazza, and Karros here in the 12th inning. And a strike to Otis Nixon, 0-1.
Very seldom do you see Nixon swing at the first pitch, but he'll always show bunt. Really brings that third baseman in, opens up some left side of the infield. He's got about 233 ways he can get on base.
And that's a fly ball to shallow left field where Bonds is standing right there to make the catch.
And when you're pitching to a lineup that's loaded as the Dodgers are, and you've got a rabbit up leading the inning off like Nixon did, you always breathe a sigh of relief when you can get Nixon out to start the inning, because that means that you don't have to pitch with a runner at first base when you face the beef.
Here's Mike Piazza, first hitter that Beck faced in the 10th, and he hit a little looper to right field for a base hit. And that's a strike. The left-hander in the bullpen for the Dodgers. And when I check him out in the binoculars, I'll tell you who it is. It's Mark Guthrie. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
When you get tired, you start to lose concentration in the strike zone. That's understandable for a guy who's been back in that crouch for 11 innings, as Piazza has, and here he goes fishing. But that's very similar to the one he hit off Beck to lead off the 10th.
Piazza asked for time. Here's the pitch. And Beck didn't get it. It's 1-2.
93 on the gun for Rod Beck. I think he's popped a few old adhesions because he is letting it loose with good control. Just misses the paralysis 2-strike.
Hit on the ground to Bill Miller. He will throw to Snow. 2 outs. That's got to be one of the longest runs for a catcher in extra innings.
Now he's trying to run him out. There's just not a whole lot of life left in those legs.
You know, that's the old Ron Hasse theory. If you move your arms real fast, it'll make you look like you're running faster.
And make a face grimace.
Yeah, he told me that one day, and he was right. Here's Eric Karros.
You gotta have a theory.
Uh-oh. Bonds says I have it. And he does. For a second, it looked like trouble. But Karros flies out. We'll go to the bottom of the 12th. It's all tied up.
Get the feeling someone's trying to tell you something? Right now, the new 2011 Camry and Camry Hybrid are available with 0% APR financing for 60 months, plus 2 years free scheduled maintenance.
Am I crazy? Don't answer that.
Come and eat.
So, your boy cooked the dinner?
Yep.
How old is he again?
He's 11.
For starters, we'll begin with a zesty roasted chipotle sausage with a delightful smoked mozzarella. We'll follow that with a traditional Louisiana-style hot link grilled to perfection. And finally, a sweet and tangy pineapple sausage for the youngsters.
Everyone's a gourmet with Evergood sausages, available in meat departments everywhere.
When it shifts, it goes.
No, it's more of a. Good news. Just a simple shift solenoid.
It's like a ting.
It's just your mouse.
I don't know what this light is.
That's your check engine light. We'll check it for you.
Call AMCO today for a transmission checkup. We'll perform a fluid check, road test, lift check, tire rotation, and replace up to 5 quarts of fluid. Plus, if your check engine light is on, we'll scan your computer for trouble codes. All for just $29.95. AA MCO.
It's the bottom of the 12th inning, a 5-5 tie. Mark Guthrie comes into the game for the Dodgers. It's been 5-5 since the 7th inning, when the Dodgers scored twice to even up the ball game. Guthrie with a .519 earned run average. He's 1-3. And if you look at that, it just looks like he's walked too many in too few innings.
Well, you called it, Kipe. You said this ball is in the hands of the bullpen, and the bullpens have been outstanding. Dennis Reyes, Darren Dreifert, Scott Radinsky, Antonio Osuna, Todd Worrell, and now Mark Guthrie for the Dodgers. For the Giants, Roberto Hernandez, Doug Henry, Julian Tavares, and 3 brilliant innings from Rod Beck. After the first 3 hitters he faced got on with base hits, Beck just slammed the door, retired the next 11 in a row. The next 8 in a row, rather.
Brian Johnson 2 for 4 with a walk. And he hits one high to the left field and deep. Hollingsworth is back at the wall. It is out of here! And this one is over! And the National League West is tied. Each other again. It's been a long time since we have seen a celebration at home plate like the one we just saw, as the Giants waited for Brian Johnson at home plate. 6-5 is the final. These fans do not want to go home, and I don't blame them.
Craving a margarita? Tracy Desjardins Taqueria Mojita features Mexican food inspired by Tracy's childhood. Mojita is perfect for a taco to go or to eat on the spot. Mojita at AT&T Park, open all day, today, and every day.
Come to the park and see for yourself why it's magic inside.
Looks up and it is gone.
Posey going deep. That's magic.
21 game hitting streak. That's magic.
Posey lines one into right field, base hit. And there's number 21. Hey, you know what's Sports Magic? Well, September 17th is now Buster Posey T-shirt night at the ballpark. It's also Orange Friday, and the first 20,000 fans in attendance will receive an orange T-shirt honoring the red-hot Buster Posey. Go to sfgiants.com to grab your seats. It's magic inside.
It's been a while since I needed a tie.
Dad, you're gonna get this job. I know it.
Just for Men. Targets only the gray in 5 easy minutes.
How'd it go, Dad?
Honey, I think I'm gonna need more ties.
Yes!
Just for Men. Introducing Just for Men shampoo for color-treated hair. No shampoo does more to protect your color, so it looks great longer. Just for Men shampoo.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the individual and do not necessarily reflect the views of Comcast Sportsnet, its management, or the San Francisco Chronicle.
Coming up on Chronicle Live, after a preseason full of promise, the 49ers came crashing back down to earth in Seattle.
I want to very much so tell Pete Carroll, thank you very much. We're kicking our tails. It was good medicine, and we're going to take it.
Is it possible that the preseason NFC West favorites are already in full crisis mode?
It doesn't taste good, doesn't feel good.
The hunt for October is on, and the Giants are right in the middle of it.
We haven't played great on the road, and we come on this trip and play great.
With 3 weeks remaining, we'll get a head start on the stretch run. And it was a dreadful debut for the new-look Raiders in Tennessee.
We didn't perform the way we wanted to. I felt like that we were very hesitant in all 3 phases.
What changes need to be made to get the silver and black back on track?
We knew before leaving here, this is something that we've talked about all along, that I don't care how good you are, if you're turning the ball over, particularly in the red zone, it's going to be hard to win. So, when you talk about confidence, I don't think all of a sudden, oh man, we're not any good. We're not, we're maybe dumb, but not very good.
Did the head coach of the 49ers just call his team dumb, a la Bill Callahan, the dumbest team in America? What is he referring to? Welcome to Chronicle Live, presented by Autotrader.com. Greg Papa with you, and right out of the gate, I don't think he's referring to his quarterback, as Alex Smith graduated from the University of Utah in 3.5 years with a 3.74 GPA and a degree in economics, although his numbers yesterday were not great. QB ratings, whatever they're worth, was low. He threw 45 times. He got intercepted twice. He was sacked a couple of times. It all adds up to a monumental team collapse of epic proportions, 31-6, something that Ann Killian did not see coming. Did you, Ann?
I didn't see. I'm not surprised they lost on the road. They're a terrible road team traditionally. They have been for the last 3 years. But I didn't think they would collapse like that. No, I was surprised at the extent of the disaster.
Well, the first 20 minutes of the game, first 25 minutes of the game, they outplayed Seattle. Eric Davis is here, and they should have had like a 17-0 lead, and then they wound up just getting rolled in the second half. But just the coach's comment there surprised me. I'm not sure he used that word like he wanted to. Did he just call his football team dumb? And if you're playing for him, how do you react to that?
I don't think he called his players dumb. I think what he's trying to say is that they're making dumb decisions. Coach Singletary doesn't believe that these guys are bad players, dumb players, that they don't know exactly what it is that the coaching staff wants out of them. But when you're making those type of decisions, when you're, throwing the wrong balls, you're hitting guys late in situations, doing those type things, that's dumb football. And, and it needs to be said.
Yeah, he said it, and we're gonna talk about a segment coming up a little bit later on where he said something last night to the team that he wanted to take back. But did they look dumb to you? And I guess the question I have, maybe they played just stupidly yesterday, but is that not a reflection of the way they're being coached and the way they're being handled?
They didn't look prepared. They didn't look tough to get through some tough parts of the game. They didn't look well coached. The coaches didn't look prepared. They weren't getting calls down to the field. They, wasted all their timeouts. They did the kind of delay of game stuff that we saw last year. They looked like it was the first week of training camp. They looked horrible from top to bottom, and that includes the coaching staff. And after, they walk onto the field with their arms locked, and then they have a late-night meeting after they get home and all of that, it's like, I don't know, it's week 1, and it already feels like it's wearing thin.
All right, the timeout issue. They burned all 3 timeouts by 9.5 into the second quarter. And this is something we've seen from this football team in the preseason, something we saw from it last year. But this one was more profound because they were pivotal moments of the game, whether to go forward on 4th down, up against the goal line, they can't get it all lined up. Why are they having a hard time? The quarterback is saying, I'm not getting the play from Jimmy Ray via Mike Johnson, the quarterback coach. The coach said, no, it's more of a mechanical thing. But then today, Mike Singletary said, we've got to speed up the process. How can they speed up the process to get the play called on time like everybody else in the NFL does?
Well, you're going to have to try to take someone out of the loop. You know, there's a 2-person party there trying to get it, and that's going to take time. We talked about that. There's an exchange there from the booth to the sideline to the quarterback. You're going to have to fix that, or you're going to simply have to give Alex, you know, some time. They talked about this ownership period in which he had the opportunity to call his own plays during training camp and all that. You're going to have to give him a set of plays for those situations.
And they talked about that, having them on the armband.
You're going to have to. Well, you don't even.
But these guys are game planning all week. Don't have him just pick a play at the line. Get the play that you want run from the offensive coordinators working 24/7.
And why are the 49ers having all these problems and other teams don't? I don't really understand it.
Well, who's to say the other teams aren't having them? What's happening is happening in critical situations. And what I'm saying, I'm not saying just pick a play at random. He's your quarterback. He has to know the game plan. He has to know in certain situations, in the red zone, 3rd down, these are the plays that we want to run. And you have to get it done.
But ideally, you'd like to have the offensive coordinator call the play and get it into the quarterback. The reason it's slowing down a little bit, Ann, is the Niners have Jimmy Ray as their play caller and their OC up in the press box. You are not allowed to communicate from upstairs directly into the quarterback speaker in the helmet. It has to go to the sideline, so it goes to Mike Johnson. The quarterback coach relays it, so if I tell you the play, you tell her. It's going to take 5 or 6 seconds just to get it to her, or if I send it directly to her. So do you move Jimmy Ray downstairs? Something I don't think he's ever done in his career.
I don't think he's ever done it.
And
go to the sideline to call plays like they all do in the league.
I don't think he's ever done it, but they're talking about doing that, which means that all this talk about how the big bonus this year was continuity, offensive coordinator continuity on the offense. That seems to, within one game, has gone completely out the window. Now we're going to change where our coordinator sits. You know, how do we get our plays in? And also, when it comes right down to it, aside from the whole play thing, I was not overly impressed with the offensive play calling. You know, where was Brian Westbrook yesterday? I mean, he's a pretty good player. I would like to have seen him utilized. I mean, I just didn't think it was like super innovative or exciting, and when things went bad, the play calling seemed to get worse. I just think right now there's a lot of concerns on all levels about the offense.
Well, you know, if you look at first quarter, how things were going. If he gets the ball into the hands of Moran Norris, and by Alex, he's got to make that throw. If he gets that ball into the hands of Moran Norris, it's a different ball game. They were in complete control. That was a completely different ball game. So if you talk about the play selections and everything, I think they were trying to do what's in Alex's grasp. Alex, you have to understand his skill set and let him do what he can do. If you get that done, they're still in the game to that aspect.
I also didn't really like Singletary's decision to go for it on 4th down. I mean, you're on the road. You take the points.
No, you take the points. You take the touchdown
in Seattle, where it's deafening and you always lose.
No, you know what? Complete deception. No one is expecting Moran Norris to go out on that play. That's why he was wide open. It was the right call. You just have to execute. It was the right call.
Was that just a blatant miss by Alex? Because I have a hard time thinking that he just missed him that bad. Because to me, Norris got open so quickly, he just kind of turned and started the backpedal and said, "Throw it to me here." And Alex thinks that he's going to go to the corner more, and he let him a little bit too much.
You know what? A fullback is a tackle that didn't grow enough and a tailback that doesn't have enough athletic ability. So he doesn't have the speed and the athletic ability, okay? That's why he's a fullback. He doesn't have the athleticism to be a tailback.
So throw it right to him.
So you have to throw it right to him. That's why he's wide open. No one's going to guard him.
All right, how about a couple of the balls he threw? The one to Crabtree that went through his hands. I'm not sure if he threw it too hard or if Crabtree should have caught that. The second one that was picked 6 by Trufant. It seemed to me like Crabtree was trying to settle into a zone, and Alex, I mean, these just blatant bad throws, I guess is my question, or some of this read options where he's just off the page with Crabtree, and then later on he threw a deep one to Ted Ginn Jr. to the outside shoulder away from the safety, which a lot of times is the proper throw, but Ted Ginn Jr. just did not react to it. It looked like he missed him by yards.
Well, I think some of it is, you know, the quarterback expecting his receivers to be in in a different spot. I think that could have been a little too much on the first interception to Crabtree. You know, but you you want to help your quarterback out in that situation. Maybe he put too much on that throw in that situation. But I think the interception on the second one, the pick six, that was just a bad throw. I think that was a blatant bad throw. And down the field, the one you mentioned on Ted Ginn, there's a window, 40 to 45 yards, like between 3 and 4 yards to the sideline on a deep ball when you know you have a safety in the middle of the field. From a defensive back standpoint, I always knew that's the window that they're looking for. So that's where he's expecting that receiver to go if he sees that guy inside. But now you adjust it according to where your receiver has beaten the guy.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's seeing that safety in the middle. You know, your receiver has to adjust on that one. So it's not all Alex,
sometimes
but he has to play better.
But this was absolutely the game Alex Smith could not have, and he had it. So now, you know, right out of the gate, to borrow a phrase we like here on Chronicle Live.
We do like it.
Right out of the gate, everyone's on him. All eyes are on Alex. He was pretty terrible. He was too high, too low, completely inaccurate, no touch, all the things that have kind of haunted him through his whole career. And, you know, last year you could kind of say, well, the jury's still out on Alex, even though, you know, he was the starter for most of the season, and he had a couple of games where he looked okay, but you could still say, well, he's never had a full season under his belt. Here we go. The jury is coming back in.
Yes.
And it's not, the verdict is not very good right now.
Only one game, and things have a way of flipping. You know, for a month, you and I talked about Lincecum. What's wrong with Lincecum in August? He's horrible. Now he's 3-0 in September, so you never know. Things have a way of flipping.
But they have